My name is
My
Jason.
name is Ivy.
This is Richard.
This is Harry.
My name is Sylvia.
Your friend Wilson from MPMC.
Let's warmly welcome our guest, Mr. Fu from Perkins. Thank you for being here, Mr. Fu.
Thank you, Sylvia. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. So it is a very pleasure to attend this show.
So I think our audience wondering curious about Perkins and yourself. So could you please introduce a little bit about you and Perkins?
Sure, of course. I'm Aaron Fu from Perkins as a North Asia marketing manager. It is a great honor to be invited as the Perkins representative today to attend the MPMC live show. So this is something new for me as well. I think this is a good experience. So this is a good opportunity for me to have a broader communication with all the online audience and the customers. Talk about the Perkins. I think probably it is better for me to present a couple of slides. So
Yeah, sure, of course, please.
So first of all, I would like to introduce some history of the Perkins. So actually, Perkins start from established the business from 1932 in UK until now, almost we call the 88 years. So in Chinese culture, 88 is the lucky number. So that meaning bring the wealthy and rich to the people. So I think this is a lucky number. I would like to wish to bring the lucky and more business to MPMC today, and also bring the wealthy to all the audience online. So come back to the slides. I would like to highlight the two key milestones of the Perkins related to the China business. In 2008, we start the first 400 series product line in Wuxi. The 2 years later, the product line went to the production. It is the 1100 series. Those two facilities is the great commitment from Perkins. We plan to support all our customers, OEMs, grow the business in China. So I think this is the very successful strategy. Make sure we work with the local Chinese OEM to help them to grow the business in China, also export the genset globally. This slide is about our Perkins manufacturing footprint. As I mentioned, we have facility in China. Of course, we have different other facility in different regions. So, for example, in UK, in US, in South America, also in India. So we have 8 facilities. For all the 8 facilities, we implement the same high standard produce the process to make sure all the facilities produce the engine keep the very similar high level the quality. So we are very proud of this the footprint. We can support the customers in region and to understand the customer the requirement, also demand in different region that allowed the Perkins to develop the product and service solution to all the different the region's customer. So talk about our product offering for EP sector. As you can see, our power range is pretty comprehensive from the 5 kVA up to the 2,500 kVA. This different production line from the 400 series to the 4,000 series can offer our EP OEMs different product to support their business growth. So service and product support is another element very important to the OEM and the end users. As you can see, we have the pretty comprehensive and solid product support network globally, which can cover 178 countries. So with this very good product support, we can make sure all the customers in different regions can get the same levels of the product support and service. So probably this is the very high level of the introduction. So yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for your detailed introduction of Perkins and MPMC and Leishinhong. Believe our audience now have a clear picture of Perkins and Leishinhong. So as far as I know, our partnership began in 2008, and it has been always been fantastic. We are always talking about how 1 plus 1 is greater than 2. Let's just jump to the topic about the collaboration among MPMC, Perkins, and Leishinhong. I'm sure people out here are wondering how this system works. Like we sold products to most of the regions in the world and are amazed by the way how supportive Perkins and Leishinhong give to MPMC. So, what roles are Perkins and Leishinhong playing? Is there any adopter story that you would love to share with us?
Sure. So yeah. So very interesting. You highlight the collaboration. So actually, collaboration is the one of the core value of the Perkins brand. So in our history, collaborative approach ensure we offer different the product offering and the service to the customer. I think this is the perfect example that we work with the MPMC also with our distributor Leishinhong in the past 12 years. Actually, our the collaboration with the MPMC start from 2008. It is almost 12 years. If you remember on my previous slides, our the Wuxi first facility start production is in the same year. So in the past 12 years, both our two companies grows very quickly in China, and also we support each other to win a lot of the project globally as well. So I think probably the anti-supply is not a wording to describe our description. The business partner probably I think this is the good way to describe our strong relationship as well. So on the other hand, in our the business model, our distributors play a very critical role as well. You mentioned Leishinhong. Leishinhong is the key distributor in China, and it covers North China, Middle China, and East China the territory. In the past 12 years, Leishinhong worked with the MPMC closely in terms of the engine selection, engine installation, and also the service and product support, etc., even the parts. So this is the very strong collaboration between our three parties, Perkins, Leishinhong, and MMC, to successfully have thousands of installation which are powered by the Perkins engine into the MPMC genset in different regions and also in different sectors. For example, the mining, telecommunication, rental, and also the ready center complex and other many applications as well. So this is I really am proud of this relationship with our customers, MPMC.
Yeah, you are totally right. We are the same. For 12 years, it's not very easy to reach. So thank you for your explanation of the collaboration among Perkins, MPMC, and Leishinhong. We believe only with such good support from Perkins and Leishinhong can our relationship last for such a long time, right? So talking about support, I believe our customers will care a lot about the service and the warranty. So can you please talk something about how is your after-sales service working?
Yeah, sure. Of course, you are very pointed the key customer consideration. The service is very, very important for all the end users. So, for example, as I mentioned, the Perkins have a solid, consistent the service network globally to cover the 178 countries. And that is just one element of the service. Probably the other hand is the customer may pay attention to on the service quality. So Perkins, we have the solid training process and also the governance process to make sure all our distributors and the service engineer in the field have the qualified the capability and the skill to service the customer in the field. So of course, the system is another element I would like to mention. So we have a global warranty system to make sure all the customers in different regions can get the same levels of the product support. Probably, I think this is one of the reasons why the MPMC selected Perkins as the engine partner. So this is the guarantee all the MPMC, the customer in different region, different countries, and they can get the Perkins product support and the service quickly and in a high level quality as well.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. I totally agree with your point. With your wide service coverage and the global warranty, our customers, our projects, and our orders could be taken very good care of. So, yeah, as we all know that Perkins engines are very reliable and durable. So for some regions with a harsh environment like Middle East, that the temperature is very high, so it will put higher requests for the engines, like in such more than 50-degree temperature, the genset and engine need to be operated in such a harsh environment. It seems that the product support and service will become even more critical for customers than other regions. I think you agree with that. Can you list some example in Middle East?
Right, you are right. In the Middle East, definitely it is a very challenging market for the engine supply, also the genset, the OEM as well. In this region, the customer, they are genset engine working environment is pretty harsh than compared with the other region. So that will require the different, even include the MPMC, the service network, and Perkins, the service network, to need to take a quick response to keep the customers the uptime, high uptime. I think in the past so many years, the working experience in this region by Perkins, Perkins built a very good and strong reputation in this area because in terms of high reliability, high durability of our engine reputation. So in the past these years, MPMC penetrated this the market. One of the reasons I think leverage this reputation of the Perkins. On the other hand, the Perkins with this the service network, we have the qualified our distributor in this region to support the customers in a high level quality. So I have one example. Probably I can share with the audience. The one customer in Saudi Arabia, so they use the MPMC, the genset which powered by the Perkins engine for years. And after those years, the experience used the MPMC genset, they comment the genset, the performance is pretty good, and especially the engine performance in terms of the reliability and the durability. And the other hand, even they have some small issues, the Perkins, the service network can give a very quick response and solve the problem very quickly. So they share their idea in future. They will continue to purchase the MPMC, the genset, which powered by Perkins engine. So that's I think it is a good example to demonstrate how important our collaboration in this harsh environment and challenging markets.
Yeah, I'm so glad to hear this. So thank you for sharing such a good example. I believe our audience watching now live show will have more confidence in Perkins engines and in MPMC genset powered by Perkins engines because of your reliable performance and like you said, good comment from the customers and even the convenient local support. So I believe these numerous successful cases brought us closer and stronger and will make us look better. Do you have any more examples to share with our audience?
Right. Besides of this, the territory, I probably have one or two cases we can share to demonstrate our collaboration. One is in Peru. There is customer in telecommunication the market, and in the past years they purchased more than 300 units the MPMC genset, which powered by Perkins 400 series. Typically, there are two models of the 400 series. One is the 1.5 liter, the other one is the 2.2 liter engine. So with those years, the operation in the field, the customer very satisfied with our engine's reliability and also the durability. For this, the small engine, the customer and in the telecom application, the customer pay attention to on the performance in terms of noise. So our engine, the performance to keep the very low the noise, that is another feature is the customer very satisfied with this. Similar comments with the customer in the Middle East. They share the vision in future. They probably continue to use the MPMC, the genset, definitely which powered by Perkins again.
Thank you.
And besides of the telecom, the customers, in Australia, we have another successful case. Probably I can share with the audience. So this is not just the product itself; it's about the lead time. So for the genset, the end user, some end user, the lead time is very critical for them. So this customer, they placed a bunch of the urgent order to the MPMC last year, and our dealer, our distributor Leishinhong, they leverage their existing inventory of our engine and take the quick response with your technical department on the technical designing and make sure all the installation design is correct. On the other hand, the rest of the quantity of this engine, so we trigger our special produced process and make sure we meet this lead time. Eventually, we work with MPMC and Leishinhong to deliver the genset on time. I think this customer very satisfied with this quick response. And this is demonstrated our three parties collaboration as well.
Yeah, very, very good examples. Our customers now will have no worry for engines, and also for the faster delivery time, even with a huge quantity. So we can easily meet delivery time requests from our customers. So now most of our customers in America may asleep right now due to the time difference. So I would like to ask for most of our audience from Asia, Africa, Middle East, and the rest of the world. On behalf of them, MPMC, our goal, our mission is to become a world-class smart cloud hybrid energy solution provider. So what is Perkins' market strategy for the future to support MPMC in realizing this mission? Can you talk something about this?
Sure, of course. So yeah, I'm really glad to hear MPMC have this so ambitious, the goal to be a world-class genset manufacturer. So we're willing to support you in this journey. Right now, the MPMC, our collaboration pretty much rely on our existing solid network in the globally. But on the other hand, we're not stopped. Perkins continues to invest the money to expand our service network in the global different region. So we are willing to work with the MC to penetrate some of the remote countries or remote area that MPMC have the intention to expand the business in future. So the marketing strategy the scope probably cover a lot, but I just pick up the service as one element to share some ideas how we should work together in future.
Yeah, thank you. Happy to learn that Perkins and Leishinhong will continuously support MPMC and your determination to invest more to expand your network in remote areas. I believe that with our three parties' effort, we join hand in hand, we will cover more and more market share together. So as you know, in the past 12 years, MPMC will continues to invest in product development. We have a complete and reliable power generation solution for commercial and industrial products and applicable to multiple scenarios, especially in mining, telecom, rental, and they are used to be as prime or standby power. So can you talk about how Perkins could support MPMC on product development?
Yeah. So you mentioned in the 12 years the working experience with the MPMC. So our the product offering from 5 to 2,500 kVA, the product offering pretty much covered the most of the your genset the power. Basically, all the features of the engine in terms of the reliability, durability, high power density, low noise, and low fuel consumption is pretty aligned with the MPMC, the technical department, the targets and the goals of the design. We can see in the past 12 years, we can see that MPMC, their technical capability grows very quickly, and to be mature, I can see a lot of young people working in your technical department, but with these long 12 years, they are grows up very quickly and to be more and more professional. So we are happy to see that. And this is just one aspect how we leverage our existing product to support the MPMC, the technical department, the growth. And on the other hand is, with this so many years, the working experience in a different application, the Perkins build up a lot of the know-how capability. This is we call the soft skill. So we would like to share this the know-how capability with our OEM like MPMC, and to guide our partner how to make sure the engine can be designed in a proper way and make sure all the installation in a proper way. So that can make sure all the gensets with the engine to generate the optimized power.
Yeah, thank you. Nowadays, know-how capability is becoming more and more precious, and we are so glad and very grateful that you share us in this, tech and this teach our new engineers to grow in their new areas. So talking about communication applications. Telecommunication is one of our key sector that MPMC focus on.
Yeah.
We have over 800 units genset sold in a single year to telecom use. So can you share some examples that how Perkins and MPMC will together meet telecom customer needs through our tech collaboration?
So first of all, I would like to say you are too polite to tell me how the engineer teach you your technical department. But this is not really true. So we should learn from each other in future. I think that will be benefit for us to understand more customer requirements. Come back to your question about telecom, how we work together. In telecom, some of the customer have a very special requirement in terms of the service interval. So I still remember this customer, asked 1,000 hours the service interval. So we three companies Perkins, Leishinhong, and MC working on this project for a while. And eventually, we introduced the Perkins, the 400 series, with the special filtration to meet all the customer technical requirements. With this new product, MPMC, new genset telecom. So, as you mentioned, a single year you win 800 units, the genset from this sector. So I believe in future, definitely you will win more.
I believe so.
Besides of the telecom, the market, maybe I have one more example to share how we support MPMC on the special customer requirements. This is another Australian customer. They require, if I remember correct, they required 1,000 kVA the genset, but with a very special cooling system. They asked the remote cooling system. So Leishinhong Perkins and MPMC again work with very closely and figure out the special the solution to meet this customer requirement. Not use the traditional radiator cooling system, but customize the system. So this then the customized genset eventually meet all the technical requirements. And I think this customer definitely very happy with this solution.
Yeah.
So this is another example I can pick up.
Thank you for sharing good examples. We know that with longer service interval and your special filtration system, definitely the engines, Perkins engines and MPMC genset could meet our telecom requirements. And as you said, we could win together more and more orders for telecom use. And I have learned also that Perkins could also do customization for us. It's very flexible, so we won't have no concern about this.
Thank you.
Yeah, so we know quality control is always the most important for the client. So can you please share something about how Perkins effectively control the quality? I know all our customers will be pay much more attention, and this is very helpful and very important to them. So we would like to know your point about this.
Yeah, sure. As I introduced our facility in the previous slides, so definitely we have the very solid and consistent the manufacturing process to make sure all the engine out of our facility to keep the very high level the quality. And with so many years, the working in the field, Perkins already built a very good reputation in terms of the product quality. So we don't worry about that, and we have a very strong confidence on that. But on the other hand, we work with our OEM customers to make sure all the installation, all the application should be in a proper way to install our engine in the genset, and the engine can be working under the right condition. So we have a solid, we call the A&I, the audit process, the application and the installation, the audit process to make sure all our OEM, when they produce the genset, the engine can be in the very good condition, can be operated in the field. So that's another way we can support the OEM to make sure all the genset performance in the optimized way.
Yeah. We know that Perkins always has very strict system in quality, and that is why we merely receive complaint with genset powered by Perkins engine. And for us, we also each genset with Perkins engine will test 100% test before delivery to make sure that the genset will be delivered in a perfect condition. And I also remember that during our installation or test, even if we are facing some problems, we call for Perkins, for Leishinhong, you always could give a very quick, faster response, even during weekends or during midnight. So we are together to make sure that the genset be delivered in perfect condition so that our client will have no issue after they receiving that. Yeah.
This is the high recognition for our work
and
and
at least
the
how
effort.
we could, yes.
I will bring this message back to the Leishinhong. So.
Thank you. You know that for Perkins, for MPMC, we have been launching several new products like solar power generators, hybrid lighting towers, and high voltage power plant. We are always keeping our goals of longer lasting service with smaller size, lower noise, lower fuel consumption, and more importantly, applies to requirements of 5G but economical. And we are still focusing on low capacity power generators, but we also have our eyes on high volume power generators, like especially for Perkins 4000 series. So I would love to know the support from Perkins. In addition, could you share Perkins' new products information with our audience?
Yeah, of course. I pleasure to share this information. So I still remember, MPMC, their business start from the, small genset and in a different applications such as you mentioned the telecom. I believe you are happy with now the performance of 400 series. But with the business growth, you start to, MPMC start to develop some of the new genset in high power sector. So we are very happy to see our 4000 series installed in the MPMC the engine. This is the larger engine. We can offer more the technical support to MPMC and of course work with our distributors. Besides of this, the existed product, the Perkins invest a huge of the money on our new product development as well. So I just pick up the two examples. For example, one is the 1706, the other one is the 2806. Our the new models, the EP engine launched in the market. So the key design concept for these two models is the high power density, and the other one is the common core engine. So the benefit for the customer is with this high power density, the 9.3 liter engine can generate exactly the same levels of the power with our former 13 liter engine. For our 18 liter engine, new 18 liter engine can generate the 23 liter engine the power in the equipment level. So that is what the benefit we can bring to the OEM. Allow the OEM can develop some more cost effective solution for the customer. The other features is that those engines have common core. So this engine can allow the customers, our OEM customer, to develop a similar base ring for their gensets, in a different for the different market requirements. I believe those benefits can offer to the MPMC as well. So we are looking forward in the near future, MPMC can develop some new genset which power with these two models.
Wow, I'm so excited to hear that new Perkins engines are launching, will be launched very soon. And we are very looking forward to use such new cost-effective engines to save cost for our client. And we are sure we will receive very good comment and good feedback from our client. So yeah, I believe so. All right, I have learned a lot myself from your introduction, your views on these aspects. So we are very honored to have you here today to join us. Thank you so much, Mr. Fu.
Thank you, Sophia. Actually, for me, this is something new. I learned from you a lot. In the near future, I think this is probably we call the new normal.
So new trend.
New trend, yes. A lot of this type of events probably arranged by the MPMC and love to attend this type of events in the future. And I hope this year with this effort in the field, the MPMC can get more business and have a bright future, future.
Thank you, thank you. We believe with your continuous support, our future together will become brighter and brighter.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, and again, thank you very much for joining us in this show. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you. See you.